So, hi everyone, my name is Raul, and like Omar said, I'm going to be talking about messages extensions today and why are they great for everyone. Let's get started first with creating apps for iOS beta, which is something which is really slow. Everything's literally broken. You are likely the first person to encounter this problem, and you can shape like the final release of iOS, which I found to be something kind of exciting. When I mean by slow, I'm talking about source key. I don't know if you can see it, but it's taking about 800% of my CPU, which is obviously something is wrong in there. And when everything's broken, I mean, like messages was a complete nightmare. The app barely works. You compile your project and you watch it, and then you watch it on messages, and literally nothing happens. You have to delete it from the messages, reset the simulator. When you reset the simulator, it doesn't work, so you need to close the simulator, close Xcode, open Xcode again, and then your app is going to be there on the simulator magically for some reason. And you are likely the first person to encounter this problem, which happened to me a lot. I have, at the moment, 20 radars on bug report, with some of them were closed being duplicates, and like 5 of them are being worked on, and the other just completely ignored, which is normal, like that. I have one from 2014, which I'm pretty sure is not getting addressed by this point. And you can shape the final release of iOS because it's nice. One of the bugs was actually filed. Well, it wasn't a bug. It was actually a feature request that we're going to talk about in the further in another slide. So how are they built? They are like regular. They are regular extensions. They can be either a standalone app completely separate from the iOS App Store, or they can be combined with a companion app that is both on the iOS App Store and on the Messages App Store. You have 2 presentation modes, which is super important, which is the most important part of it, and you have to support every single orientation out there, which some people found it be trouble because normally you either target iOS or iPad and just forget about it. They are regular extensions. What I mean that is just when you create a message application, it just creates a target that is completely empty and you do nothing with it. And with that target comes an extension, which is actually your app, like everything that gets shoved into messages when people open it. And there's also the sticker pack application, but that is like so easy to do that we won't even cover at all. That thing is completely static. You just drop some images in there, and then you're ready for the App Store. What I mean by a standalone or a companion app is when you have your app presented on the iMessages, like this is the iMessage Chrome right now. This is a conversation I'm having with myself. And then if I want to share music with me, I can either just send whatever music I listen to or something that I listened to recently, or I can just tap on the icon and that will take me to my companion app. And this is going to be great for when we cover about why messages are going to be awesome for new viral opportunity from Apple. And the 2 presentation mode, we previously saw one of them, which is the compact and the expanded views. And then the music app is something like really straightforward to do. There's literally no difference between the 2 of them. But it gets tricky when we are actually making something more advanced. The limitations with compacts are there are no pan gestures or no horizontal scroll, obvious, because when swiping horizontally changes the apps that you currently have installed. And there's no keyboard support, obviously, because that is where the keyboard is supposed to be. And you also have the expanded presentation mode, which you can do pretty much everything that you want. You can present the camera, you can take photos, you can choose files, you can present B controllers, you can do pretty much anything. The problem here is that presenting B controllers is rather tricky because there is also that magical navigation bar at the top that we're gonna have the other thing addressed further in a few more slides. And Also, they support every orientation thing because we have to remember that we are in a borrowed space. Like this is iMessages. This is not our full Chrome. So iMessage supports every device, every orientation. So our app will actually be asked to be in landscape, in portrait, and in all the like 10,000 options that the iPad now has. That are like the middle thing, into the side, to the left, and then it's just if you are not comfortable with dealing with our layout, this is going to be a nightmare. And the common problems that I found, but literally layout is the biggest one out there, and the magic navigation bar. The thing with the layout at the moment, this is one of the bugs that this is obviously way too much code, but since presenting view controllers is something rather tricky, I rather went with the approach that Apple did for the sample app in the ice cream builder, where they don't present view controllers at all. They just shove everything into a container view. So I pretty much did that. The problem is that when you are in the presentation style is compact, the bottom layout guide is, for some reason, behind the little keyboard that you can see on any of the screenshots. But there's a little toolbar at the bottom where you actually type your messages. The bottom layout guide, for some reason, is underneath that thing. So if you want your content to be like positioned perfectly, that reaches over this space, then you want the bottom layout guide only on extended mode, and the full view bottom in compact, for some reason, is backwards. Like the view bottom in compact is here, and the layout guide is here because Apple. And the magic navigation bar, this was my biggest issue, and then the problems that I had the most is that everything that I present the magic bar is gonna be at the top regardless. If I present a view controller full screen, this thing is gonna be on top of it. So every little view that I present is also going to take into account the full Chrome when presenting itself, instead of this space right here like a normal navigation view controller would do. So my suggestion would be you either present everything with a custom UI controller, presentation controller, which can be kind of annoying, or you do the container thing and just like remove and add view controllers to your app. That is the magical view controller thing that I didn't do. And why are the apps awesome? Because they present a unique viral opportunity from Apple. That is something that they have never done before. They are a validated market fit, and there's always a new thing rush. And what I mean by unique viral opportunities, like for example, you have the composed custom messages from both apps. You have the from app name. You have a direct link to the Messages AppStore, and you have a dual presence on their platforms. What I mean by custom message, if I take the example of the ice cream builder, the one they show at the WWDC, when I send it to someone, even if they don't have the ice cream builder app, they're going to be presented with the little icon there and a speech bubble that it looks a lot like the normal speech bubbles. And when I tap of it, it's going to take me to my app if they have the app installed, or they're going to take me to the App Store if they don't have the app installed. But the good thing about this, and this is what the feature request that was added from the bug report, is that you can compose this message from either your Messages app or from your companion app. Let's say if I'm in the music app, I will be able to share music with people and have them linked to my app without directly having to do it through Messages. And the from app name, this is mostly advantages for stickers. When I send a sticker to someone, either just send it by image or literally putting it in a previous messages. If they hold it to see what that thing actually is, they will see a from and my app name has one of the options. So when I tap on the from ice cream, it's going to take me to the App Store. And it's like I said before, that happens on both the message and the little option controller there. I don't remember the name. And you have dual presence because you are obviously on both the app stores, that little super small app store on the Messages platform and the iOS one. This reminds me when I used to work in Hostel World here in Dublin. The Messages app will be nice to have both the Messages app and on both platforms, because I will be able to, like, say I want to have a trip to Iceland and I send that trip to my friends through Messages. They will be prompt to download the Hostel World app and do something with. We can even create an ad that actually allow us to plan the trip together all within Messages, without having to go to the Hostel World Chrome, for example. And when I said it was a validated market fit, is because this is mostly to the sticker section, and I'm pretty sure the stickers is going to be the bigger part. Like, I'm pretty sure if 100 developers are doing apps right now, I'm pretty sure 90% of them are about stickers. And as you can see, like Snapchat, Line, Twitter, and Facebook, and many others are doing this thing. And the interesting thing is all of them are free except Line, and Line is the average sticker pack price is $3, which is way more than the average price on the App Store. And the new thing, Rush, because has tvOS and watchOS. Like whenever you do something new, you can charge. You can actually do it, and it's a way easier chance to get featured by Apple. But on the same circumstances, like those things like tank as hell. So at least for developers, so you are obviously taking the risk that no one will use your Messages app. And I feel like I fly through all those things because that is all I had. So any questions? You unknown person from Hostel World.
So does this work on Mac OS as well, or it's only on?
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't work on Mac OS. You actually receive those things, and then they will say like this came from Messages from the Ice Cream Builder app, but it won't go to the App Store.
And then how do you manage to store content? Is that the same through iTunes Connect, the same way, like tvOS, or?
Yeah, you have all the options there. You can either send it to the cloud, or you can actually save and decode files on the Messages extension. And when you share content between people on the Messages, what you're actually sharing is just a really long query string. So you have to take that query string and parse it to build the ice cream or get the URL for the music file or whatever.
Okay, cool.
It should be released this fall with everything like the phones, iOS 10, and what else? That's all.
Cool.